Hi there everyone, and welcome to my video. Now, if you know me, you know I like dinosaurs. So what I've decided to do today is a two-part video on Jurassic Park, specifically the Inaccuracies of Jurassic Park. Now, why Jurassic Park? Well, because Jurassic Park is my favorite film. My favorite film. And I know what you must be thinking. Jeff, there's already hundreds of videos on YouTube explaining the inaccuracies of all the dinosaurs and all the plot holes and everything wrong with Jurassic Park and the Jurassic Park franchise. But this is the only one you need to watch, because it's me talking about it. Now, there are loads of dinosaurs across the novels and across all 5 films. But today, we're specifically going to talk about the ones with the most inaccuracies, or things that, could have been fixed. So, we're going to start with the one that I'm sure everyone wants me to talk about, the Dilophosaurus. So in the movies, the Dilophosaurus is the really small dinosaur that comes and gets Dennis Nedry with the big frills on the side and spits the poison and all that stuff. Now that dinosaur is about this tall, and in actuality, the real Dilophosaurus was way bigger, about 20 feet long, didn't have those frills, and it didn't spit poison. Now, that is probably part of the genetic code and whatnot, with a frilled lizard from Australia and a spitting cobra from like India and stuff like that. So that's where all that inaccuracy is. Was that enough info?
Yeah.
Up next, we're going to talk about a different dinosaur, a more recent one that's been added to the Jurassic Park franchise, the Sinoceratops. The Sinoceratops was introduced in the Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and it's an Asiatic form of Triceratops. Now, Jurassic World released these dinosaur toys. And if you see here, it says Sinoceratops, right? But this here is not a Sinoceratops. This is a Baryonyx. Now, fun fact. Before the film Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom was to be released, the dinosaur Baryonyx was supposed to be in it instead of the Sinoceratops. But they changed that way late into the game, probably way too late to change the labels on the boxes and the toys. So, for whatever reason, they just didn't want to label it correctly when they marketed it. I don't know why. Maybe they think that kids were dumb and wouldn't bother to... Yeah, I would have noticed this when I was like 7. So, I don't know. Now, this is not an inconsistency with the movie itself, just with the branding and the franchising and all that stuff. The next dinosaur we're going to talk about is the Velociraptor. Now, when Michael Crichton was writing the books back in the 1990s and whatnot, he wanted a big scary raptor. Now there were no raptors at the time that were the size he wanted, so he decided to go with a Velociraptor, and through the genetic modification he made them bigger to the 6 feet that they are in the movies. Shortly after he wrote the books, there was a dinosaur discovered called Deinonychus, which is the exact size that he wanted them to be in the books. It was a 6-foot-tall raptor from, I don't know, somewhere in North America, I think. Whereas the Velociraptors were from China. So that's another inaccuracy that you'll find, is they're digging up dinosaurs, these Velociraptors, in Montana and stuff like that, when they don't even belong there. They're in China, in the Gobi Desert specifically. China. So, technically, all the Velociraptors that you see in the Jurassic Park franchise are actually Deinonychus. Those are more screen accurate and, but like I said, with that small, because Deinonychus hadn't been discovered at that time, they went with Velociraptor, so it was much bigger. Super simple. So number 4, we're going to go with the Baryonyx. Baryonyx had its first appearance in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And I wasn't as impressed with that as I have been with other dinosaurs in the past, because it just kind of looked weird. It had that flat beak, more like a crocodile, and it wasn't as scary, and it wasn't as prominent, and it just kind of looked strange. Now the reason I bring this dinosaur up, for the marketing of Jurassic World, they had a website for the island, for the actual theme park, and you could go look at all the dinosaurs that they had, and you could look at all the rides, and you could even showed wait times for the rides, and it showed the weather of the island and all that stuff. It was super cool, but if you navigate that website, it will show you all the dinosaurs they have. And one of those dinosaurs was Baryonyx. Now they show concept art of all the dinosaurs, including Baryonyx. The Baryonyx from Jurassic World looks nothing like the Baryonyx from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. If anything, I would have been more impressed with the Jurassic World Baryonyx over the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And even in early concept art footage, or early concept art from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, you could see that they used the original design for the Baryonyx from Jurassic World, but for whatever reason decided to change it to the thing we got. I don't know. That's a big thing that I don't like. Plus, I prefer Suchomimus. Last dinosaur we're going to talk about is the Spinosaurus. Now, Spinosaurus was the big bad dinosaur of Jurassic Park 3, and it hadn't appeared in any of the movies or the books until that point. Now, those of you who know about Spinosaurus know that it mainly swam around in rivers and ate fish, and also walked on 4 legs. It was the biggest carnivore by far, like I think exceeding 50 feet. But obviously at that point we didn't know that much about Spinosaurus either. These are just recent developments that they found within the past couple years. I think 2015 is when they discovered all this crazy stuff about it in Egypt. To explain those crazy genetic differences, for the marketing of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, that same website that I just mentioned, with the island website or whatever, was turned into a website for the Dinosaur Protection Group, and they posted news articles and little backstory stuff on everything that connects to the other franchise, the other movies in the franchise, including Jurassic Park 3. Now, apparently based on these little news articles and whatnot, the Spinosaurus was the first hybrid that was made by InGen and the Maserati Corporation between the time of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. But pretty much all the other dinosaurs are within a good range of accuracy of their counterparts, I guess. Well, that's it for this video. See you in a few days or next week, whenever I decide to post the next one, part 2. Like and subscribe, or don't. If you like what you see,
You're probably
comment.
better off not.
If you like what you see, comment down below. Tell me all about dinosaurs and stuff like that. Whatever, I don't care. Yeah. Bye. Airplanes.
Huh?
I have decided to. Oh, there's a plane. So many planes. It's the same plane. I'm gonna kick someone's ass.
I think it is. I think it's circling. You might be learning to fly.
Planes. Oh, this one's going that way. My neighbor's probably thinking psycho. Why does that 23-year-old know so much about dinosaurs?